Hi everybody, this is Rose with Sharon, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently got a chance to see Wolfwalkers all the way through. When I had seen the trailer for Wolfwalkers, I knew immediately what studio was responsible for it. It's the same studio that gave us such gems as The Book of the Kells and Song of the Sea, which are just the pinnacle of just fantastic storytelling in my point of view. And this one takes place in the 15th century, and it's very interesting. Of course, the concept itself is very intriguing, and I'm not going to say what the movie is about, but the animation is so breathtaking. It's beautiful. The storytelling, the voice acting, everything in this movie is just absolutely splendid. And as a storyteller, somebody who wants to animate myself, it's inspirational for me. And the music, Running with the Wolves, was a perfect addition, and it gave me chills. It literally gave me chills. And this morale that comes from it, and I'm not going to say what it is, but it's not something that comes across as too preachy, but it's definitely food for thought, and it's a very appropriate film for the times that we're living in. As far as the movie is concerned, I loved every moment of it. The casting, I can't get over the casting and how well it was done. One of the villagers actually kind of sounded like Jacksepticeye for a moment. I know it wasn't Jack, but it sounded so much like him because, you know, that Irish accent. I love the Irish brogue, because it makes me homesick, even though I've never been to Ireland. It's just, I've got some Irish in me, and that's one place that I want to go before I die. But, the Irish, I think, have a real gift for storytelling, particularly where legends and lore are concerned. A lot of the Celtic myths are just fascinating, and I adore them. And I eat stuff like that up. It's great storytelling material. It's this chock full of, you know, myth and mysticism, and the 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 scintillating thrill of the unknown, and just all of that and more. I can't begin to praise this film enough, and I'm glad I was finally able to see it, and I can take it off of my bucket list. But it's one I want to own as well, because it's just, like I said, the 2D animation is so pretty and just fluid, and especially how the pack is animated. I love how the pack was animated, how they came together and they kind of flowed like water, and it's just so cool, so neat. I thought, yes, the pack moves in this way. It doesn't move individually, they move as a unit. And ooh, just that, as an animal lover, just it was something that I thought was divine. And as far as the movie's concerned, two thumbs way up, no vetching, no complaints, no nags. Bookus. It's just, I have nothing to complain about considering this animated movie. It is a gem. This should be nominated for an Annie. If it's not nominated for an Annie, I'm not going to be very happy. So hopefully it will get into the category, maybe for foreign. Please let it get in for foreign animated film. Give it an Annie, please. It deserves an Annie. It's even better for an Annie. But they're coming against Pixar, and, you know, maybe I'm a Pixar fan, so I'm kind of a hypocrite, but I love animation. I always will. This will never change. I grew up with it. It's something that I find it very inspirational. I like art. I like to express myself in that medium. It's fun, it's hard work, but it's enjoyable, and I feel like I can really tell a good story through the medium of animation. I will eventually. Right now is just a process, like all good things. I give the movie 5 stars. You should not be surprised by this rating. Cartoon Saloons knocked this one out of the park. I am so happy to see a studio still doing two-dimensional animation. G Kids, the work of all the films that they have put out, every single movie I've seen has been just a masterpiece. They literally have. I mean, there's so many I haven't seen. I still haven't seen Lou Over the Garden Wall. I've only seen 3/4 of it, and I mean to see the rest of it. I'd like to see The Rabbi's Cat. I'd like to see Bird Boy. My Life is a Zucchini. There's a new one else called Zola's Wonderful Life. I think it's about a dog. I'm not for sure. It's another foreign animated film. I love these movies. They're interesting. I love to see different countries' points of view, because it's just as intriguing. If you don't understand the culture, if you do, you get more insight. But even if you don't, there's still a lot you can take away from another person's perspective and learn and grow, and maybe even integrate some of their good ideals and morals and values into your own life. And that's why I love having friends from all around the world, because I get lots of perspective, and it really helps me to grasp and contemplate quite a bit on how big the world is and how small it is as well, just because of how crowded we are due to the information highway and overload of information. But needless to say, I really enjoyed Wolfwalkers. I highly recommend it if you are a student of art, if you are just a kid at heart. If you're a kid, it's good for kids. It might be a little bit scary in spots. There are some moments of peril and some moments of suspense, but it touches on subjects that a lot of American films don't necessarily like too, because it's kind of one of those things that may be considered a little bit, oh, we can't do this or say this. And I'm thinking, come on, it's the 21st century. We should at least try to do something to speak to people, not pander to them. And this doesn't. This is, like I said, it doesn't preach. It doesn't hit you over the head with a Bible and say, no, it doesn't do that. Even though, yes, the Bible is mentioned, Christianity values are mentioned, but it shows fundamentalism, and it's the rancor that makes me feel. I think, as a Protestant myself, I have to say, this is not how true Christians act. And if anybody else tells you so, then they're missing a few screws, in my opinion. But this is not what Jesus would do. Just saying. It's just a reflection of that. And honestly, the villain was probably one of the most insidious, sinister creations. He reminded me of Ratcliffe from Pocahontas, even though I know Pocahontas is not a historically accurate movie. But nonetheless, it just, the way his stature, the way he spoke, I thought, yeah, that's John Radcliffe right there. Reincarnation thereof. But no, the Lord Protector, as he was called. We don't know his real name, but the Lord Protector. He was a very insidious, very intimidating, threatening character that he just loved to hate. But anyways, enough about that. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.